Hello and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean Ryan. You are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. Don't go anywhere because we have got some incredible cruises coming up this hour. They are amazing, seriously. Talking of amazing, the lovely Gemma Forte is with me. Nice to see you, Gemma. That was a bit cheesy, wasn't it? Sorry.
It was great. I loved it. I lap it up. Take the compliments where I can.
Listen, great to see you again on the show.
And you.
And Gemma, can we just, for viewers that are new to the show, just tell them a little bit about Planet Cruise, first of all?
Yeah, of course. Well, they are a leading travel agent. When it comes to cruises, they are award-winning. Literally, the shelves are full. They're just groaning with awards. And there's a reason for that. They've been in the business for over 10 years. When you ring up on the free phone number, you will get through to a travel expert, a cruise expert. So everybody that answers the phones will have worked in the cruise industry. They will get you the best deal, the best price, and also we can make your holiday bespoke. So if you saw a deal even tonight and thought, I'd love to do 3 nights before in a hotel, or I would love to maybe leave on a different date, we can do that. We're so flexible. And
because this show is live, we get you the hottest deals on the night. I will let you know, one of the offers tonight has a saving over £600. We have got cruises for just over £400, and we've even got some hot deals coming in straight from the call centre about 10 minutes time that we don't even know about, apparently. So they're coming in as well. And we're going to start off with an incredible 2-week all-inclusive on board the Island Escape with Island Cruises. Are you ready to see the price on this one? Are you ready? For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All-inclusive, that's a week cruise, a week stay in an all-inclusive hotel.
I know.
And that's not even for an inside cabin, is it?
No, it isn't. And, you know, that price is extraordinary. Yeah. And that will include, as you say, you know, all the food on the ship as well. In case anybody's going, that can't be right. It is.
And your gratuities, all of your tips, for that service charges tips, all of your drinks, all of your food for 2 weeks. I know. Yeah. Anyway, let's take you on board.
Yeah, once you're on this ship, you won't need to put your hand in your pocket.
You won't need to get your wallet out, will you?
You won't need to get your wallet out. And, you know, the thing about Island Cruises is you're going to have a really fun time. This is a very friendly, relaxed, lovely ship with a very informal atmosphere. Great if you've got small kids. You know, they've got a wonderful kids club, but, of course, a lovely spa as well. For the adults, a gym, so you can be as active or as inactive as you like, and the entertainment is fantastic. They are part of the Thompson Group, so you know that Thompson are just really second to none when it comes to the entertainment. It is about having a lot of fun on board this ship. And,
you know, if you've never cruised before, this could be a great first cruise, because you're also getting the week's all-inclusive stay in Mallorca, which we'll talk about, but this ship is all about fun, it's casual, it's relaxed, great entertainment, as Gemma said. You know, all of your bars free because it's all inclusive, great food, great service. And we worked out, I mean, that price there, it works out per week around about, what, £365?
Yeah, I mean, it's unheard of. You try booking a holiday with, you know, with such a great standard, lovely food as well.
I know. I mean, honestly, unbelievable. And we know, the reason why we put this first is because we know that it will go. So you need to get on that free phone number right now, 0800 840 1088. But it starts with a flight, which is included, of course, isn't it?
Absolutely. So we are going to fly you out to Palma in Mallorca, where you will embark this lovely ship for 7 nights cruising. You'll have a day at sea, so you can acclimatise, be all excited about the fact that you're on the ship and get to know it. And then on day 3, you're going to sail into Ajaccio in Corsica, a beautiful port where everywhere you'll see a lot of nods to Nelson. And then on day 4, we are sailing you to Roma, and the port is called Civitavecchia, and it's like, you know, not far at all from the centre of Rome, where you'll see all the historic sites that you can see here, the Trevi Fountain, the Colosseum, the Spanish Steps, a wonderful city. And we're going to be coming back to Rome a little bit later on another cruise as well, so we'll talk about it in more detail then. On day 5, we sail you to another stunning Italian port, Livorno. This is in the Tuscan region of Italy, and it's a prime spot for exploring some of the most beautiful cities. Head to Florence, the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance, where you'll see ancient sculptures, beautiful rare masterpieces. So if you're a bit of a culture vulture, you will love that. And you could, of course, go to the Piazza della Signoria, where you'll see a copy of Michelangelo's David. Pretty amazing. However, if you'd like to, you could also head off into the little Tuscan villages or go to Pisa and see the famous Leaning Tower. So a lot of choice when you sail into Livorno. On day 6, we're going to sail you into Nice, which is, of course, wonderfully glamorous in the south of France. You've got your palm tree-lined boulevards, and I think that picture says it all. It is really beautiful. On day 7, you're going to Barcelona. What a wonderful itinerary this is. Located in the northeastern part of Spain, just 90 miles south of the French border. And if you've never been to Barcelona, you are going to adore it. Please don't miss Las Ramblas. That's where all the street vendors and performers will vie for your attention. If you've ever been to Covent Garden in London, it's a bit like the Spanish equivalent of that.
Yeah, I think that's a really good comparison.
Yeah, so like you've got lots going on, you know, and you could just sit and have a coffee and watch the world go by.
I love it there, I really do.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then you've got, of course, you've got the beach life, so if you want to go and sunbathe, you can, or go and see the sights, and you'll see La Sagrada Familia, the beautiful, huge cathedral, and wonderful markets and so on. And then on day 8, you are going to sail back into Palma, and your holiday isn't over because you've had a week's cruise, seen all those wonderful places, and we are going to transfer you to this wonderful hotel in Mallorca for a 7-night all-inclusive stay.
I mean,
so how nice is that?
Honestly, it does not get, you know, I've presented this show for about 8 years now. It does not get better than this. To get 2 weeks all-inclusive for under £730. And this is just such a beautiful place as well, isn't it?
Oh, Mallorca's wonderful.
Oh,
Every time I go, I've had just a wonderful holiday. You can see the water is absolutely stunning and clean. The beaches are wonderful. The people are really, really nice.
They're really friendly, aren't
yeah,
they?
they love the fact that, you know, they need the tourist industry. They can't do enough for you. The food is absolutely fantastic. I've never had a bad meal, I don't think, in Mallorca. And, you know, you're going to just absolutely have a wonderful time. The value is, it's almost one of those prices where I don't want people to think there's a catch, because there isn't. It's just great value.
We do know, though, it will go. It really will. And Jim, we were saying, for anyone that's not sure about going on a cruise, this is the best of both worlds, because you've got a week's cruise, you've got a week's stay.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. So you can look forward to both. You know, by the time you reach the hotel, you'll be so relaxed. And then you have, for anybody maybe who's in a couple and one half isn't quite sure, best of both worlds. You know, and by the end of it, though, they'll always want to go on a cruise.
And honestly, even if you forgot to take your wallet on holiday, you probably wouldn't need it, because it is all-inclusive.
I think that's really nice, isn't it, as well? Especially when you're like trying to budget out your holiday, and you know, I've paid. So anything else, little extras, but you're done, you know? And
don't forget, we are giving you a free upgrade from inside to outside on the cruise part of this as well. Don't, whatever you do, it's a big word now, procrastinate on this one. Don't hang around.
Easy for you to say.
Well, don't hang around. Get on the phone lines right now. 3 dates to choose from. That lead date is the 14th of April. All your return flights included. Now, they're from Luton, Stansted or Exeter. That depends on the departure date. However, we have got the ability to find you an airport nearer to your home as well for just a small supplement. That 7-night stay at that wonderful hotel is all-inclusive. The cruise is all-inclusive, and with, of course, Ireland Cruises, all of your tips and service charges are included as well. It is brilliant. It really is. Which is so nice, because some people can find that a bit of a headache, can't they? Like what to give, how much to give. So when it's just done, that's really nice. You don't have to think about anything on this one, apart from picking up the phone right now. In terms of prices, let's give you the prices on the other dates as well, if we can. Now, as we said on that lead date there, the price starts at $729. We are going to give you a free upgrade to outside, of course. The balcony's pretty good on that as well. And the price doesn't really go up too much on the other later dates in April. But if you do want the best price, give us a call for that 14th of April while we've got availability. We did mention that we can find you flights from your local airport for just a small supplement as well. And the great thing with Island Cruises, there's a huge choice there, isn't there? Yes. My nearest there would be the East Midlands, as it happens. Yeah, no, it is great. That really, really helps. And, of course, that is, you know, they're part of the Thompson Group, and that is something that they really specialise in. That is a really good start to the show, Gemma, isn't it? It's a great start, but we've got something for everybody tonight. We certainly have. Hey, to make things easy, by the way, every cruise on the show has its own ID number, so just makes it quicker for the call centre as well. This one is 84051. So there you go, 84051. Now, apparently, all Gem and I know that we're going to be speaking to George now from the call centre, because 2 late deals have come in. Yeah, brilliant. So, George, are you there?
Hi, guys. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
We are all eyes and ears, George.
Oh, well, it's busy. You're just making me feel homesick, because I was living in Mallorca last year, so I know Camp de Mar really, really well, and I was looking at the pictures there, and I'm missing Mallorca. But let me give you a couple of updates of what we have at the moment. We've got Thompson Spirit again, another Thompson deal, 7-day cruising. Now, this is exclusive to Planet Cruise. Lead price on this at the moment is $479 per person. 7 at the beginning made more sense, actually. Yeah, $479 at the moment. And this is a little bit of a different itinerary, this one. It's sailing from Limassol in Cyprus, and it's got some great ports of call there as well. Some of the cruises have got Santorini as well, and this is a really, really good cruise at the moment. Lead price $479, but you can also upgrade to the outside cabin for the same price. And the ID for this one is 81183. So have a look on that one.
And what's the dates then, George, for that one?
Various dates on this one throughout the package they have on here. And as I said, this has also got flights from Bournemouth as well as all your overseas transfers. So that's really, really busy at the moment.
Excellent. That sounds great.
And the other deal, just to quickly let you know, this is hot off the press. This has literally come through in the last couple of hours. We've got a new price here coming from Princess. Okay, this is going out originally at $999. The price has just been slashed down to $799 now per person for the inside, and balconies are only $1199. This is a 14-night Mediterranean cruise from Southampton, taken in places like Barcelona, Civitavecchia for Rome, and for Florence we can sail into Livorno as well. £58 per person per night, and that is going to fly out of the door this evening.
Amazing.
People are already phoning in for that one.
And George, what's the date for that one?
The dates on that one, various dates again. The cruise number on that one is 78440 on that one. So have a look on the website. That will give you all the information. But as I said, this won't be around long. This one's, as I said, 14-night cruise for $799 is exceptional value.
And the ID number was there 78440, did you say?
That's right, yeah. Have a look on the website. That will give you all the information. As I said, keep looking on the website there. We've got some great deals. And the team are ready. We're waiting, and we're waiting for your calls. So give us a call this evening. We'll try and get you booked on some of these brilliant deals.
Georgia, under £800 for 2 weeks with Princess. I'm going to book it now. I'll see you later. George, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
No problem, guys. I better get back to booking because we're very, very busy tonight. But have a good evening.
We will do.
Thank
With
you.
deals like that, we're bound to. Wow, 2 weeks with Princess there, under £800.
Oh, it's so nice that we can tell people straight away as well.
And that's just been slashed in price by £200 a couple of hours ago. Anyway, Gemma, hey, what you like at cooking?
Do you know what? I'm not bad, Sean. I'm actually not too bad, but I'm not that good at puddings.
Ah, well.
So I need to go on this next cruise.
Yeah, so you could be amazing with your puddings, because on this cruise with P&O, and it's on their brand new ship, the one that everyone is talking about, Britannia, they're going to be the most incredible celebrity chefs, including there Mary Berry, James Martin, and Theo's going to be there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I've got to say, I'd love to meet Mary Berry. She's a bit of a legend, isn't she?
Well, they're all scheduled to be on board. There's a chance, obviously, that you could meet them, and I believe there's even some cookery classes that you could book. So, you know, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But let's have a look at the ship that everyone is talking about. She's not even been christened yet, but this is, of course, the one and only Britannia. In the cruise industry.
Oh, there's so much buzz, so much hype. Yeah, everybody is very, very excited. She's going to join the fleet, the P&O cruise fleet, in March. And as Sean said, yeah, just rumours about what it's going to be like are rife, and it's just so exciting. So there's going to be a spectacular 3-tier atrium, which will be the centrepiece of the ship. I think that might be what we're looking at now. And guests will be able to enjoy a £1 million art collection, which is quite amazing. Just on art, just on pictures. It's going to have, Britannia will have the largest shopping area in the whole fleet. So it'll be 20% larger than on Azura or on Ventura. There'll be 15 public decks, so plenty of space. And, you know, it is really something. Ollie Smith sort of choosing all the wines, Marco Pierre White putting his name to menus, and Eric Landlar as well. So that says it all. Atul Kutcher as well, who you might have seen on the Great British Menu and programmes like that. These guys are the big boys in terms of chefing, and so the food is going to be outstanding.
I think it's safe to say that, isn't it?
I think it's safe to say you will eat well. Everything will be brand new, all the technology. I mean, look how beautiful it looks.
There is nothing like being on board a brand new ship.
I mean, look at the bathrooms. Yeah, everything is going to be fresh and clean and just absolutely gorgeous. And by all accounts, it is going to be she's going to be beautiful.
And tonight's a really good night to book, because I know the prices have just come down on this one as well. And what is lovely about this, it is a cruise around the British Isles, so if you don't like to be too far away from home, you know, maybe that doesn't suit you, or you don't like flying, you just like to be really close to home, then this takes you around the British Isles to some beautiful places. I tell you what, if you're going to go around the UK, July's a great month to do it, isn't it?
Well, that's it. When you get a beautiful summer's day here, you know, you can't beat it. And it is an opportunity to go to some fabulous destinations. So we're sailing from Southampton, and you'll go all across the Yorkshire coast and so on, and you'll arrive in Edinburgh on day 3. I've been to Edinburgh many times, and I know that I will go again and again because I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite places. You can see some of the famous sites here. You know, if you go down Princes Street, that's where it's all happening, up to the castle and enjoy the views and hear the cannon go off. I once interviewed Tam the Gun. He's the old Scot there who sets off the cannon. And he's an amazing guy. Yeah. And then you've got, you know, museums. It's a wonderful place. And then on day 4, you'll go to Invergordon and Inverness. So once ashore, you might head out to see the Loch Ness Monster, see if you can see it. Or perhaps go and visit a whiskey distillery or a castle. But you've got, you know, heather-covered highlands, absolutely stunning. Far less touristy than you'd expect. It really is a very charming place. And you've got the beautiful Urquhart Castle there on the banks of Loch Ness. So some fabulous Scottish history. Day 5, you're going to be in Kirkwall in the Orkneys, where you've got the stunning St Magnus Cathedral. It really is one of the finest preserved medieval buildings ever. Day 6, you'll sail by Cape Wrath, one of the most remote places in the Scottish Highlands. Being on board the beautiful ship, I think this scenery is going to be stunning. And on day 7, you'll sail into Greenock, which is Glasgow's port. Magnificent views across to the mountains and beyond to welcome you in. And you've got amazing views out over the River Clyde. And Glasgow's fantastic. It's a really exciting city. I've been there again many times.
And yeah, it's changed so much, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, over the years. Yeah,
incredible.
it really is beautiful. Lots of fantastic visitor attractions, amazing architecture. And then on day 8, you are sailing to Liverpool. So if you want to hop off and visit the Beatles Museum, then you can do that. And then on day 9, you are going to arrive in Dublin. Dublin's first city. It's just beautiful. You'll arrive, you know, where so many literary greats were born. You know, Dublin is full of culture, but it's also got the trendy coffee houses, lovely restaurants, smart boutiques. But you've got the historical aspect as well, and lots for tourists to do. St Patrick's Cathedral, for example, Trinity College. Day 10, you're sailing to another Irish amazing port, Cork. The town of Cobb is located within just 100 metres of the cruise terminal, and it's really famous for its sort of maritime past, old world atmosphere. So go and visit maybe the prize-winning gardens as well. Day 11, you're going to sail on by South Cornwall. Day 12, you will alight at St Peter's Port in Guernsey, where you've got these pretty cobbled streets, beautiful flowers and hanging baskets everywhere. And day 13, you'll be back in Southampton. What a lovely trip.
Do you know, I was in Guernsey a couple of years ago with Pino. The best day. Day. Let's show what's included. This, you know, this is an exceptional opportunity. It's a star sailing. So the Great British Bake Off star Mary Berry is scheduled to be on board as well, as is James Martin and Theo there as well. My advice is to make things even easier. Stay in the Meon Valley Marriott in Southampton. You can park your car there for the whole duration of the cruise, and that's only going to cost you £75 per person, and that will include all of your parking and your port transfers, and they really look after Planet Cruise guests. They really, really do. And I'm going to be so jealous because you're going to be one of the first to experience P&O's brand new ship, the Britannia, in her maiden season. I tell you what, there's lots of rumours about who might be christening her.
I know. Very exciting.
ID number, by the way, is 77720. Just jot that down. It makes it easier to book that one. Now, if you'd like to stay in touch and be part of the Planet Cruise team, there are various ways to do that, aren't there, Gemma?
Yes, absolutely.
There's our newsletter. You can sign up for that. You can also call now to get your free copy of our journey brochure. Or, of course, you can check out our brand new website as well. And as George said that called in a little while ago, all of the new deals are on there as well. So get on the website right now, planetcruise.co.uk. But celebrity cruises are next. Now, just to let you know, Planet Cruise are the UK's #1 independent agent when it comes to, of course, celebrity cruises. That means an awful lot. And I can tell you a lot about this ship because I was on her about 3 weeks ago, and she's amazing. She's called Reflection. But Somebody else that's been on board this fabulous ship is our one and only Keith Maynard, who is often with us on the Friday show. So here's our Keithy to tell you more.
With exceptional levels of service and a crew-to-guest ratio of 1 to 2, and well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that's both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line who offer a very real sense of modern luxury. Celebrity Cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality of the food that they offer. Experience saver menus pairing classic and contemporary selections from casual al fresco dining through to the stunning main dining room. And of course, there's an appetising range of quirky, excellent specialty restaurants. Matching a bar to your mood is what Celebrity does best. And there's a great range of beverage and wine packages offering great value. You can top up a tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another great glass of vino in Cellar Masters. You can soak up the sounds of the big band in the Passport Bar, or try one of the 64 craft beers available on board. My favourite, though, has to be here at the Molecular Bar, where tasting the work of the liquid chef will engage all your senses. Life on board Celebrity Cruises is an opportunity for you to enjoy your holiday just as you want it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice really is yours. Cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. When the sun sets, Celebrity ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges, nightclubs and casinos. You can relax with a cocktail, meet new friends, take to the dance floor, or hit the casino tables. But keep an eye out for the interactive theme parties. You may even find dancers in exquisite costumes suddenly appear to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, dance, comedy, magic, music, and an extraordinary front row seat waiting just for you. On a Celebrity cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from, and over 85% have a private balcony. The design is smart, fresh and contemporary, and all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen, and 24-hour complimentary room service. From comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies, and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
As many of you know, I've cruised with Celebrity now 4 times, and I love the reflections of ship.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Oh,
yeah.
She really is.
Luxury.
But you've also got a stunning itinerary on this one, haven't you, Gemma?
Yeah.
It's really nice. So, take us through. It starts off with a little flight, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So this is based on flying you from Gatwick to Rome, and then once you're there, because you're going to be embarking the ship, we thought it would be really nice to include a quick tour. So we'll pick you up from the port and we'll take you into Rome so that you will see all the sights in a day. So you'll see the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, St. Peter's Square, which is amazing, and the Vatican, which is where the Vatican is, in Vatican City. So you'll probably go into the Sistine Chapel as well. And do you know what? It is doable. If you're thinking that sounds exhausting, my granddad lived in Rome. You may guess from my name, I'm half Italian. And I remember when I was a kid, we did that in a day.
And we should say that is at the end of the cruise, Gemma.
Yes, sorry, beg your pardon. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. So that will be at the end.
Let me enjoy the cruise, Gemma.
Yeah, then you go home. No.
Yeah. But so, you will get to see all of that.
You will get to see all of that at the end, because I didn't want you to feel like you were going to miss out on Rome. Because when you arrive in Rome off your flight, you are going to go transfer to the port and embark the ship for 11 nights cruising. You've got a day at sea on that stunning ship, and then on day 3 you are going to sail into Santorini.
Now, I've never been, but everyone says beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really gorgeous. And you know what? It's really remained unspoilt as well, because even when you went 20 years ago, you know, it was like this beautiful little sort of fishing villages and everything. It's the same now. So it's that real Greek island feel, total heaven. And then on day 4, you're going to be at sea,
and I love that.
Really nice
honestly,
thing.
the ship is so beautiful. You will just really cherish those days.
You've got the pool, haven't you? You can go and, you know...
There's lots of nice private areas as well, with big wicker beds and, you know, huge areas to sunbathe and
find
chill.
your own little place. Yeah, lovely. And then day 5, you're going to sail into Istanbul, and you've got an overnight on board here, so that's lovely. It means you can really take your time. You can go and have an evening out if you feel like it in Istanbul. But, you know, it's up to you. You can do as much or as little as you want. There's no there's nothing to say you have to do this or you have to do that. you see how you feel.
I cruised into Istanbul last year, and I was looking forward to it, but it was even better than anticipated.
Oh, yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah, she is amazing because she's got such a sort of mixture of cultures.
Yeah.
Do get the Blue Mosque, and of course you will be able to see it at sunset as well because you've got the overnight on board. So that's nice, experiencing a city like this when you have got the day-to-night experience as well, and waking up and having breakfast, and oh, it'd be wonderful. Day 7, you're sailing into Ephesus, Kusadasi, which is most famous for being somewhere where the Virgin Mary lives. So you can go and see the House of the Virgin Mary, the Ephesus Museum, which holds incredible ancient artefacts, really interesting. And then day 8, you're going to sail to Mykonos, which is well known for its quiet stretches of sand, and then you've got other beaches that are more lively, like little party beaches, a bit like Ibiza, waterfront cafes, fabulous shopping. And the largest town on the island is Mykonos town, also known as Chora or Ora. You'll hear it as both. So that's really worth a visit.
I love Mykonos, really pretty.
Yeah, beautiful island. I'm off there in May. Can't wait.
Jealous.
Yes, and then day 9, you're going to Athens, which is obviously incredible. You can go and see the Acropolis and the Parthenon. Day 10, you're at sea. Day 11, you're going to Naples, which is the gateway to some really key destinations. From here, decide what you want to do. You could go and visit Pompeii, which is just unreal. It's so fascinating. You could go to the islands of Capri, you could go to Sorrento, or you could stay in Naples. It's a city to be enjoyed in its own right, but it's nice. You can sort of choose. Then you're back in Rome, and this is where we're going to give you that fabulous tour included, so you don't miss out on Rome as a destination, which if you've never been, you'll be so thankful for. I still think it might be my favourite city in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
And I've got to say, the Reflection is one of my favourite ships. I was on her just 3 weeks ago, and I couldn't fault her. I couldn't fault the whole experience. 5-star modern luxury at its best. Now, the prices, I know they're really keen at the moment for this cruise. $959 is that lead price. On some of the dates, you have got a free upgrade from Ocean View to Balcony. We'll show the prices for those in a second. As Gemma mentioned, you've got that fantastic tour as well at the end of your cruise, and your return flights are included, and only a deposit needed on selected departure dates. The ID number for this is 78613 there, so 78613. And let's just share with you the prices across the different types of stateroom, and of course the different dates as well. And I would say, if you can stretch to balcony, and I know it's not always possible, but if you can stretch to balcony, the experience is marvellous. You know, to have your own private
really
balcony.
nice. Well, you imagine having a drink maybe there, watching the sun go down in Istanbul, and, you know, really nice.
Yeah. But there are some really good prices on that balcony. When that lead date there, the 27th of April, you can pick up the balcony for just $1199 there. But again, ask our cruise consultants to talk you through the various prices that are available. But yeah, you will love that ship. Now, Friday's show is at 11 o'clock. We always have 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, and Friday is always 11 a.m. So do try and tune in to our Friday shows, which is Keith this week, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Our Keith will be with you on Friday. Just wanted to, just for a second, if you've never booked a cruise before, you know, even if you've just got questions, queries, all of our agents, they're very experienced. They'll talk you through.
Yeah, I think it's a really big thing booking a holiday, and they will spend hours talking to you if you need to know information. I think that's so nice. Because sometimes when you're trying to figure things out online, you don't really know, do you? It's nice to talk to someone.
It really is, and our customer feedback is exceptional as well.
Yeah.
You know, it is about at least 96% positive on that.
I think it was 99% last week.
Was it? There you go.
So I don't know what that 1%.
Great customer feedback as well. Now, one of my first cruises was with Norwegian Cruise Lines. I've actually cruised them, I think, 3 times. I love them as a company. Really relaxed, really informal, freestyle cruising. But this one is an amazing chance to visit the Niagara Falls, and of course New York. So.
Yes.
This starts off with, of course, our flight to Toronto, and we get to stay 2 nights in a wonderful 4-star hotel, Gemma, don't we?
Yes, and then you do get the Journey Behind the Falls tour included.
Really?
Yes,
Ooh.
and this is, I haven't done this before, and this is on my list, you know,
Same
because
here.
it's one of the wonders of the world, and I think that to actually be there would be so, so exciting. Probably the closest I've got to it is like a log flume at Chessington. I don't think it's the same. You know, I mean, you can just see see here, but pictures don't do it justice, do you? When you're there, I know it'd be absolutely amazing. So that tour is included, which is really nice.
As well as your 2 nights in the 4-star hotel.
Absolutely, all included in the price that you can see there. So you'll do that, and then you'll make your way on day 3 from the hotel to the train station, and you're going to board the Amtrak train from Niagara Falls to New York. So that's a lovely way to travel as well. Yeah, really exciting. Get to see some of the, you know, some amazing sights on the way. And then when you get into the station in New York, what we've done, we've decided, because if we sorted out your transfer from here, it'd be very pricey. So we've thought, just get one of the yellow cabs. They're all there. There's hundreds of them. And that'll be much sort of more inexpensive for you. And that will take you to the hotel, which is included. And you'll have a 3-night stay in the city that never sleeps in New York. And again, I mean, I have been to New York many times.
Love it.
It's just absolutely fabulous. And it's the kind of place you can do repeat visits and never get tired of it, actually. And the famous sites, do I even need to name them? Because everybody sees them in all the movies, don't you? You've got the Empire State. It's very interesting to go and visit Ground Zero and see what's going on there now. The amazing shopping, Fifth Avenue, Saks, Central Park. It's all there for the taking.
I often, you know, if I've known New York's included myself, I'll often go with the half-empty case and buy clothes.
I've got to say, yeah, you do get some fabulous bargains, actually.
And really great if you can check out a Broadway show as well.
Yeah.
But 3 nights, I think, is about right for New York. You can get to see everything that you need to there.
Absolutely, you can. And then on day 6 of your trip, we'll transfer you from the hotel to the port, and then you will embark the Norwegian Gem. And then you've got a lovely cruise ahead of you. So what a trip. So then you've got a few days at sea, which is really nice because you'll have done Niagara Falls, you've done New York. This is chill out time now.
Yeah, it is.
So you can have some days in the spa. And
we should say Norwegian Cruise Lines, it's all about freestyle cruising. So there are no set times for the restaurants.
Absolutely
it's quite
not.
Relaxed and laid back.
Which I think appeals to a lot of people. You know, some people still think, oh, that cruises are very sort of regimented. Absolutely not. You can wear what you like, eat when you like, eat where you like, with who you like. And you've got real luxury on this ship. I mean, you can see you've got a bowling alley. So much choice in terms of dining. Just everything you could possibly fancy. If it's tapas or a steak or a Latin restaurant, it's all there. And in your downtime, you've got the casino, you've got the sky-high bar, you've got a sushi bar. So fun. You've got a topsiders bar and grill. You know, you probably won't have time to do it all. You know, you can go somewhere different almost every night.
I can honestly say that the food that you get on board a cruise liner, and I'm very lucky, I think I've been on 20 cruises now, I've never, ever been disappointed. Same with the service. I mean, you know, it's
amazing.
Incredible service.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, if you are travelling with children, they will be so taken care of. They'll have an amazing time as well.
And that's another good part. As a mum, you know, it's nice for you to leave the kids in you know, some of the kids' clubs and things.
I know. And then, you know, as a mum, you go back and you go, you're all right. And they just ignore you. They're like, go away. And you're like, okay, brilliant. And then you realise that's, you know, where they want to be, which is really lovely. You will eat you'll eat so well. And the thing is, it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, but you've got little snacks and treats and tea, and it's part of a holiday for me, is really enjoying the food. But great entertainment. You saw there a shot of one of the shows. You've got the Stardust Theatre on board this ship. And, you know, that's all included.
Honestly, one of the things I love about cruises in general, the entertainment is outstanding. It is. So, as you say, all of those shows, you know, your evening set, you've got all of great food, great bars, great entertainment.
Yeah.
But, again, would you like some pretty much guaranteed great winter sun? Because we're making our way over, of course, to some of the most spectacular Caribbean islands, aren't we?
Yes, we are indeed. So after you've had a few days at sea, you're going to arrive in San Juan in Puerto Rico. Well, amazing place. The island's biggest appeal is probably the old city, and most cruise ships dock right in the heart of old San Juan, which dates back to the 16th century, and it's really well preserved. You'll see forts and cobblestone streets and little antique shops and art galleries. It's one of those fabulous places just to wander around. You'll see the El Morro Fortress there as well. Then on day 11, you're sailing into Charlotte Amalie, St Thomas. You've got a very famous duty-free shopping scene here. It's virtually unparalleled, and the world-famous Magens Bay beach as well.
Oh, I was there when my mum's 70th. It's the most beautiful beach.
Ah, it's unreal. Does she love it?
Oh, I mean, when the scene, it was like being in a hot bath.
In like a, beautiful.
It really was.
And you can take a tram ride as well up to the top, to the mountain top. Then on day 12, you're sailing into another bit of paradise, Philipsburg, St Martin. This is another one of those Caribbean islands that was spotted by Christopher Columbus in 1493. The nice thing about this is it's sort sort of divided into a French part and a Dutch part. But on either side of the island, you've just got, again, just those beautiful beaches that you associate with the Caribbean, the fine white sand and the turquoise water, and that's what it's all about.
It's very hard not to be happy in the Caribbean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's just to be relaxed and happy, Day 13, you're going to sail into Road Town in Tortola, which is in the British Virgin Islands. And then you've got another couple of days at sea where you can just relax. It's so nice. And then on day 16 you're back to New York where you'll disembark and fly home. What a cruise! I
know.
Last week I loved the cruise that we had for the Norwegian cruise line.
It was one of the top sellers, wasn't it?
It was, and I think this week again this is a fabulous deal when you think what's included and the standard of it and where you're going. I want to go.
And New York to the Caribbean, it's a great experience. To go from all the excitement of New York to the chilled out Caribbean. So, oh wow, I forgot to mention, Gemma, I know you're teetotal now, but there's a free all-inclusive drinks package when booking an Ocean View above. Now, the drinks package is really great. We're checking this out early, so that would include things like your wines, your beers, your spirits, all of that is included for the Ocean View and above staterooms. And, over a 10-night cruise, that could save you an awful lot of money. You are getting that amazing Niagara Falls journey behind the falls, so I'd love to do that. Return flights, most of your overseas transfers, we have included all the big ones, of course, there as well. And your 2-night stay in the 4-star hotel in Niagara Falls there, and the Amtrak train journey from Niagara to New York as well. Now, the ID number you need on this one is 87898. So nice easy one there, 87898. The price is right. Let's check this out, Gemma, because I'm thinking if you go for the Ocean View, you get the drinks package, which would save you an awful lot of money. And if you're looking there, some of the drinks package, the dates that include the Ocean for the drinks package, there's only a difference in price on some of them, around about £180.
So
In fact,
that's worth doing.
in fact, £130 on December the 15th.
Yeah, very good.
So really worth. Again, our cruise consultants will talk all through that in more detail. But really worth thinking about going for the upgrade to the Ocean View and then getting the drinks package, of course, included as well. Right. Okay. 429. Yeah, 429 on this cruise. This is with Costa. And Costa, we were talking earlier to JP from Planet Cruise, who's got a wealth of knowledge. Costa, part of the Carnival group.
Yeah.
They're the Italian premium brand, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, if you talk to any Italian, that's the one that you would aspire to go on.
Yeah.
Like really, really luxury. But it just happens that here in the UK, like Planet Cruise, we'll get offered these amazing deals on sort of any sort of cabins that are left over. So essentially you are getting...
Honestly, yeah.
The Italians would be paying a lot more.
They would. I mean, yeah.
So, yeah, it's really worth having a look at.
If the Italians could see the price that, as Brits are getting on this, they would not be happy.
Yeah, these are really luxury ships.
They are. They're beautiful ships. So think about this. A luxury ship, part of the Carnival group, the UK price on this one is 429. And the single prices, by the way, are amazing, this one. So this is a luxury brand, a luxury ship. Let's take you on board.
I think you'll see it straight away, actually. This is the Costa Fascinosa, and she's really elegant and one of the rising stars of the Costa fleet. Everywhere you look on a Costa ship, you'll see a lot of design, a lot of opulence and a lot of glamour. So you see here the pool area where you'll be able to relax, and the gym. It's all very state-of-the-art. It's all very high-tech and luxurious. And actually, they've got big screens now, a bit like on Princess as well, so you can watch movies. They've got incredible food. The Il Gattopardo restaurant is just so stupendous. You're getting to see now some of the decor. This is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Very opulent. You see crystals everywhere. Very glamorous. And, you will dine, in such a high standard. Really, really comfortable. And the theatre is magical as well. Again, the decor is really opulent, really almost like a little bit over the top glamorous. So you're going to have a wonderful time on board this ship.
I haven't cruised with Costa myself yet, and I'm going to actually really look at this one. So, anyone know I quite often go with my partner, I'll take my mum as well. But the single price can be pricey sometimes, not with Costa. Look at this, we're starting at 529.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's really good.
Really nice.
So, Gemma, where are we going to be cruising to then?
Well, we're going to fly you over to beautiful Nice in the south of France. So that will be the start. We'll transfer you to the port, and then you will sail away on that lovely ship and you will arrive on day 2 in Rome. Now, we've touched on Rome already during this show, so if you've just joined us, though, I'll highlight the fact that, of course, you'll go and see places like the Colosseum and the Trevi Fountain and have a wonderful day there. There's so much you can pack in, actually, so many sites. Day 3, we're going to be sailing off to Palermo in Sicily. Amazing. So you've got a really incredible preserved medieval town called Erice, where you've got the most breathtaking views. So I would actually try and go there. You'll really feel the history of the place. And then amongst the most other visited sites here are the 2 castles, Pepoli Castle and Venus Castle. One was built by the Arabs and one is a Norman construction. All sorts happened in Sicily over the years, I tell you. And then you've got the famous cathedral that you can see there as well. So plenty of sites, but don't forget as well, if you just want to get off the ship and amble around the port and so on, you've got the beautiful beaches. You totally can do that. Day 4, you're in Tunis, in La Goulette, and you can go and visit Carthage here, one of the most famous historic sites of the Roman Empire. See, I love all this kind of thing. I find it really fascinating. But also, if you want to go to a Medina, you know, traditional market, one of the souks, go and do a bit of haggling. Don't take the first price. Go and do your bit of bartering and buy some fabulous souvenirs. You can see how beautiful it is, and it's got that North African, really interesting culture there. Day 6, you'll be at sea, and then day 7, you're going to sail into Parma, which is obviously absolutely stunning, in Majorca. You can see the cathedral there. I've been to Parma many times. It's really, I know it sounds a funny thing to say, but it's really clean, really beautiful. All the streets are sort of palm tree lined, amazing shopping as well, and wonderful beaches. I mean, lots of lovely clothes shops for ladies, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, you like your shopping, Joe.
Oh, well, I like buying things at places like that, because then you get home and, you know, people are like, where'd you get that? And no one else has got it. It's really nice. And then we go to Marseille, which is, of course, the gateway to Provence, second largest city and largest port in France. And it's a real melting pot. I would definitely go and see the city's old harbour. And, you know, when you go into Marseille, you'll see all the ships and the boats, all different shapes and sizes. And it's just got that lovely bustly feel, beautiful. And from there you could go and visit Cassis as well, and some of the countryside in Aix-en-Provence, so up to you what you do there. Day 8 you'll be in Savona, and we'll disembark and fly you back to London from Nice.
I mean, I was just thinking about the, you know, the amount of places you see on this cruise. Your flights are included. The price is $429, and say Costa are a premium Italian brand. They're part of the Carnival group. This is the experience you will have, and you know, to think all of the shows, the entertainment is all included.
Absolutely, and you know, if you're thinking, well, I don't really know the brand, you could have a look more at the Planet Cruise website, because it's all there, isn't it? And you can have a look at the ship, and yeah.
Look at those dates as well, some great dates to choose from as well, all the way through March, April, May. So your return flights, they're based on London Gatwick. Now again, and this applies generally to all of our cruises, we can provide flights from most UK airports. Just ask us and we can make it happen if it's at all possible. The itineraries may differ slightly depending on departure dates, but again, please call for details. But we're going to wow you with the single prices on this one again. So let's have a look at our pricing chart here. So the insides start from $429. Outside from $489, you've got upgrades to a balcony there for just a few pounds more, and the singles $529, and that's one of the lowest single prices we have ever seen here.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's a brilliant damn. We'll look at that one myself actually. And the ID number one for this one is 84700. So that's the one to quote, 84700. If you don't, you know, remember the ID numbers, we'll help you out, of course, but it just makes things a little bit quicker and a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, one last cruise, and it's an amazing one with Princess Cruises. And again, another award with Planet Cruise, the UK's #1 independent travel agent for Princess Cruises. So you know you're going to get a great deal tonight, basically. And this one is Sydney to Auckland as well. Wow.
Yeah, we like to end with a bit of a long haul, or like a really exciting one. And you know, you don't go to the other side of the world that often, do you? But this is the way to do it. And
when you look again, your flights are included, your say hotel stays on this one. It's incredible.
Yeah,
for just over £2,000. So. Begins with our flight, doesn't it?
It does. You've got that flight over to Sydney, and then we're going to transfer you from the airport to a 4-star hotel for a nice 2-night stay in Sydney. So that'll give you a bit of time to acclimatise, and of course, time to explore this beautiful city. Go and see the Opera House and Bondi Beach, and it's so gorgeous. I remember the feeling of space there is quite spectacular. You know, it's really wonderful. And then, once you've had a nice couple of days in Sydney, we are going to transfer you to the port where you will embark the Diamond Princess, and you've got 10 nights cruising on board.
Wow. So I've still not been to
Have
Australia.
you not? Yeah.
And it's on my.
It's got to be done then.
Yeah.
It's got to be done. But I think if you're going to go, then to be able to go over to New Zealand
Of
as
course,
well. Like, whereas a lot of people don't. They come back and they go, because you're nearly there.
You
So
might
it's
as well,
good to do it,
while
yeah.
you've done that flight, you might as well.
Exactly.
It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? So, we get on board this beautiful ship, and she's stunning. And we've got a couple of days at sea as well, haven't we? But let's have a look at the ship first of all, because Princess, their standards are so high, aren't they?
Oh, they are. Now, the Diamond Princess, she's the sister ship of the Sapphire Princess, and she's all about incredible food, personal choice cruising, and just whatever you want, you can have on this ship in terms of whether you want a filet mignon or a lobster or just a plain old burger or a salad. All the spaces outside are really well designed, as you can see here. So you're going to have a lovely time those days at sea. You can be in that beautiful spa, having a treatment, having a steam, lying on board, reading a book, in the sauna. You can see it's all so swish.
I always come back feeling so well after cruise, because, you really do chill out, and you are never bored. If you do need excitement, there's always something happening as well, isn't there?
Yeah, and the spa is wonderful. She's an Asian-inspired lotus spa, so super relaxing. But you can stay in touch at home as well. You've got all the mod cons there. And as I say, you can have whatever you want in terms of food. Sabatini's Italian, trattoria. You've got your British food. You've got the 24-hour international food court. So anybody who has sailed with Princess before will know what the standards are like and how completely wonderful it will be. And the entertainment's so good as well. Oh, that looks nice.
I know after my last cruise, I was in Miami for a couple of nights, and getting the bill in Miami for just a meal and the drinks was huge. And I thought, God, we just had that whole cruise where all your meals are included.
Yeah.
And such a high standard.
Yeah, and you don't have to think about it. It's really lovely.
It's lovely.
Yeah, really nice. That's why everybody just sort of wafts about on a ship, don't they? Because they're all just so chilled out. You're not doing things like paying bills. You're just doing your next nice thing.
Unlike certain hotels, ships are very, very well maintained constantly.
Oh, yeah, so
the
clean.
upkeep is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and the staff on Princess, they'll attend to your every need, and they're so friendly and professional and fantastic.
So, you could be on board this stunning, stunning ship. So, the first few days are at sea, which is really nice. You settle in, you get to explore the ship.
Yeah, there's lots to do.
But where's our first stop then? Our first port?
Right, so we will sail into Fiordland National Park, New Zealand. And you're just talking the most unbelievable, breathtaking scenery. Many of you may have sailed before to the Norwegian fjords, which are unreal, and so are these. And it's even on a slightly grander scale. Sort of think of like the Lord of the Rings, that sort of scenery. And then on day 9, we're going to sail into Dunedin, which is on the Otago Peninsula on the South Island of New Zealand. It's got strong links to Scotland, actually. And it's a lively place. It's got a university there. It's just clean. The people are friendly. Quite a compact city. So you'll be able to easily walk about. You've got 2 principal streets there, Princes Street and George Street. And yeah, lots to do and see. Botanical gardens, beautiful beaches. Day 10, you're going to Akaroa, which is just 75 kilometres from the city of Christchurch. And again, you're getting into this incredible, incredible scenery that you'll get in New Zealand. Day 11, you're going to Picton, where you can do hiking, but it's also really known for its amazing dive sites. So I don't know if any of you are brave enough to do that, but you could do a bit of scuba. You've got the fish reserve, you've got a koi wreck you could go and have a look at. You don't have to do any of that, though. You could also just have a nice New Zealand glass of wine and sit on the beach.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, day 12, you're at sea, and then day 13, you're going to Tauranga, which is a really busy city with a few real historical highlights, like the Elms Mission Station, said to be the oldest building in the Bay of Plenty. Amazing architecture. And you'll dock near Mount I have to pronounce this now, Manganui, which you can see there, which is really worth visiting. And, you know, visitors here could really embrace the sort of nature and the outdoor life. You could do a bit of mild hiking, and at the base of the mountain you've got these saltwater pools which are really hot and warm, so you could have a little
really
bathe
nice,
in those, or you could just go and do some shopping. And, you know, it's completely up to you. There's lots to do. And then on day 14 you're going to Auckland. So here you're going to disembark and transfer to a 4-star hotel for a 2-night stay. What a lovely way to end your trip. A really unique destination, and it's got, look at that, it's so beautiful. You've got a really fabulous proximity to the water. You've got the waterfront, which is where it's all happening, so you want to go down there. You can get ferries going from one bit to the other. And you've got the Waiheke Island as well, which has got beautiful views and a thriving winemaking culture, so you could go and check that out. A lot to do, friendly people, museums, harbour and bridge tour you could do there as well, or go to the aquarium. And then day 16 you're going to go off to the airport.
I'm just thinking, this is what Planet Cruise are really great at, you know, not just giving you fantastic prices on the cruise itself, but really making the trip special and bespoke with these extra stays and these wonderful hotels. Forgot to mention, yes, up to 495 Australian dollars on board spend per stateroom as well. Now, there's been a huge price drop. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Yeah, here we go. The price drop is actually down by £630. You know, whenever you see a cruise, you know, for this length of time to Sydney and over to New Zealand, you know, including the hotel stays, at around about £2,000. It is incredible. The price has just come down on this one. Very important, because, again, we do know there's going to be a massive demand for this. We've had a lot of emails from viewers wanting the Sydney to New Zealand cruise. We have it tonight. Return flights are included. We can provide flights from most UK airports as well. And you are going to get those 2-night hotel stays, and the 4-star hotels, of course, handpicked in Sydney and Auckland as well. That one is really good.
Yeah,
really,
it's
isn't it?
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. And all the boxes are ticked. Beautiful ship, incredible price, wonderful destinations.
If I did that, I'd be away for my birthday as well. Anyway, right. ID number on this one, 82916. I think we're going to have had one of the busy shows this year, so I'll tell you what. Without further ado, I mean, if you missed the beginning of the show, you can always watch it online, of course, as well on the Planet Cruise website. But if you are watching it later in the week, cannot guarantee these cruises will be available. But here's the details of everything that we've seen. We started off with 2 weeks, all-inclusive. Now, this is a week on board the beautiful Island Escape, and then, of course, your week all-inclusive stay as well. All return flights now, they're from London, Luton, Stansted or Exeter, depending on departure date. We've got 7 nights in that all-inclusive hotel. That's all of your drinks, of course, and food. 7 nights all-inclusive on board the Island Escape, which is a really friendly ship, and all of your tips and service charges are included. That's really great in terms
really,
of price.
Really good, yeah.
And there's the great ports you'll be visiting as well. Then P&O. Now, there's nothing like being on board a brand new ship, and this is the one that everyone's talking about in the industry. It's the Britannia. Now, it's a star sailing, so there's going to be Mary Berry. She's scheduled to be on board.
I know, it's exciting.
It'd be really nice if you got to see her meet her, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing, yeah, I'd love that.
But also James Martin, Theo's there as well. You've got the option of maybe staying in the Meon Valley Marriott in Southampton. Now, that's really good. You say they look after our Planet Cruise customers, and that's just £75 per person, and you get all of your parking and port transfers as well. And you'll be one of the first to be on board this brand new ship in her maiden season. And all of the ports, now they say this one's great if you don't want to travel too far.
Yeah.
I was quite fast. I just thought there's loads of places that I actually haven't visited there. And I live
Yeah,
in the UK, you know,
yeah, really lovely. And we do actually live in such a beautiful island, and it's worth going to check it out.
Particularly in the hottest month, of course, July. Then we moved on to celebrity cruises, and wow, this is your chance of being on board that stunning 5-star ship, of course, as well. Free upgrades from Ocean View to Balkan on selected dates as well. You also get the tour of Rome at the end of the cruise as well, and your return flights there as well, and only a deposit needed tonight. Lovely, lovely ship and a beautiful itinerary there, as you can see, all around the Eastern Med. Then, one of the, I think it's fair to say, one of the most relaxed companies when it comes to cruising, Norwegian Cruise Lines, you know, freestyle dining. This one is under £1,500. Now, if you book an Ocean View or above, you'll get a free all-inclusive drinks package. It's a really great drinks package on this one. You have got the Niagara Falls Journey Behind the Falls tour, of course, as well. All of your flights and a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Niagara Falls there, and the Amtrak train journey from Niagara to New York as well. So if you've if you've always wanted to visit New York, but you'd also like to get some heat in the Caribbean, it's a great combo, that one, isn't it?
Well, I think it's wonderful. And Niagara Falls really appeals to me as well. I think that's an incredible itinerary.
Yeah, you get to do a lot in that one, don't you?
Yeah. See some sights, do the city and the islands. Wonderful.
Now, if you're on maybe a little bit of a budget, or you're a single person, or you're travelling with a single member of the family or friend, this one is incredible. Costa, part of the Carnival Group. $429 is your lead price on this one. Amazing on this one, really is, and all of your flights are included. And of course, that single special starts at $529. I know we're always busy when we get a great single price, and it's not always possible, but it is tonight. And the ports there, just a quick look at those. What I love about cruising, you do get to see so much in one single holiday, don't you?
Well, that's it. It's so nice. You could go to Nice for a week, or you could do this cruise and see all of those places.
And then we have just seen this real biggie that has come down in price. There's been a huge price drop on this one of £630. What generally happens, and this is the truth, when a price comes down, the availability starts to get less and less, and then sometimes you do see the